Something that is always fun to talk about, even if your team's not doing so hot, is football. And Dolph, you're a big football fan, both college and pro.
Yes, ma'am.
So when it comes to watching the game, would you rather watch a high-scoring game or one where both teams are playing a strong defense, just as a spectator?
As a spectator, both ways. I mean, I love the high-scoring games, but when my teams are involved, I like strong defense.
There you go. Well, a friend to the show and someone that Dolph and I have spent some time with is best-selling financial author Patrick Kelly, and he says that he kind of agrees there's an advantage to both.
Offense is what's fun to watch, but it's defense that wins championships. And I would say that is absolutely the same in our financial lives as well. What's going to win is a good defense, protecting against losses, making sure that all of that money that you've accumulated can continue to grow, but never has a loss.
Now, I like the idea of that, but I'm not exactly sure how that works, Dolph. Break it down for us, this defense analogy with our retirement.
Well, see, I'm a Detroit Lions fan, and we don't have a good offense nor a good defense, so I've been dealing with this for my whole life. But they keep trying. That's trying. Right. But overall, Patrick's so right, and then he has this book, Stress-Free Retirement, he writes about, and it's always a talk about defense wins championships in sports. Mm-hmm. It's an analogy. If you look back to the Bears and the Red Wings, the Houston Astros, and the pitching, and a lot of the teams that win, most of them win because they're protecting themselves. They're playing against the unknown. What Patrick's talking about, Kristen, is playing defense is, it's safe to say right now the market's a little volatile. Mm-hmm. It's pretty safe. I mean, Fed rates are wobbling around. You have the China tariffs. You got Brexit coming up next month with the UK. God knows what that's going to do. And are you in this mode where you've saved this money all this time, and are you willing, you're getting in your 50s and 60s and going higher than that, to potentially losing money because of something else somebody else is doing? What Patrick's talking about is there are strategies or opportunities out there that you can still get upside potential, but you're eliminating the downside risk. So you're never coming from behind. I use this analogy in sports. If you start the game 21-0 and you're on the downside of that, how much effort do you have to do to get to 21 points? It takes quite a while in most cases, and sometimes doesn't even ever happen. Is that what you want to do with your money that you've worked so hard for in your life, is play catch-up? Because, yes, the last several years in the market have been great, but, I mean, history repeats itself and things have to turn. Now, if you've got a $200,000-$300,000 portfolio that's been done really well, don't you want to protect it? Don't you want to stay there and not have to go backwards? I don't like looking in the rearview mirror. I mean, when it comes to financial planning, because what's happened in the past, you cannot change what's happened in the past, but you control what's happening in the future. And the book that Patrick wrote and the book that I wrote and a lot of the other things that we offer to clients shows people out there that there are safe ways of proceeding in retirement without having to look backwards.
And you can always connect to Dolph and the team and find out more by clicking on clearincomeforlife.com. Stay with us on the Income Strategy Show with Dolph Janis of Clear Income Strategies on News 1110 and 99.3 WBT.